Hello everyone and welcome to the part 19 of this video series. Now in this video we are going to start working on our comment section. So first we are going to add some buttons over here and then we are going to work on the comment section. So let's get started and start working on that. So in the main view component we are going to add some more things over here. So before adding some code over here, we are going to make a hook for the comment component. So let's go to the hook and in the show, and this will be use comment, okay, .ts, and here we can import the create from geostand, and after that we can make the type for the comment store. So we can write interface comment store. Inside that, first we are going to have a boolean which will say comment open, so the type will be boolean, and after that we are going to have a function, so on open comment store. Okay, so this will be a void function. Okay, then we are going to have on close comment. Okay, so this will be for the type. Now let's make our store here. So export const use comment store create, pass the type here comment store, and set method here. First is comment open will be false by default, and on comment open we are going to make this value to true, and after that we are going to make this value false on closing the comment. Okay, so now after making this we can close this and go back to the main view, and here we can import that. So at const use comment store, and we can get all that values. So is comment open, open comment, and close comment. Okay, now let's go below, and inside this div we are going to make one more div, give this a class name, and write it like this: absolute top 64 and space y5 and right 5. Okay, after that we are going to use that boolean, so is comment open. If this is true, then we are going to hide this, otherwise we are going to show this so block. Now inside this div we are going to have a button, so we can write button, and on clicking this, so on click we are going to make the comment open, so it will be on open comment. Okay, and after that give this a class name of p2 border of 1.5 pixels, border color will be neutral 200 and rounded full. Now inside this we are going to use an icon, so this will be message circle icon, message circle icon from Logi Direct. Give the size to be 20 and the stroke width will be 2, and then give this a class name of text neutral 800. Similarly we can duplicate this 2 more times. Now remove this on click handler from here, and we are going to change the icon here. So now this will be upload, and then this will be info. Okay, now let's save this and go back here, and if we open this, okay, so where this is now, let me refresh it. Okay, as you can see these are over here. Okay, but we want them to be on the top. Okay, so we can add top maybe 1/3, not 1/3, 1/2. Okay, much better, and they will slide above. I think this is the same behavior we have in the Dribble. Let me go to the Dribble. Dribble. So if you open this, okay, as you can see, these slides up, so we have the same behavior over here. Okay, now if I click on this, nothing will happen. This will just fade away, and this is because we have added the condition. Now after that fades away, we are going to show a component which will be the comment component, and this whole section will slide to the left. So let's add that now. So I'm going to make one more component here, that would be comment.tsx, and now I'm going to go to the main view again, and here I'm going to import that. So here add comments from the comment component. Okay, we are going to have two divs. First, give this a class name, and we can write it like this. Here we are going to check is comment open. If this is true, then we are going to have max w screen lg. Otherwise we are going to have w full. Otherwise we are going to have w full and mx auto. Okay, and inside this add hr tag. So hr, give this a class name of my5 and mb10. Now after this, let's add a x sign, so that when we click on that, we are going to close the comment component. So this will be after this div. Add a div over here, give this a class name, on-click handler. So here on-click handler, and that would actually close our component. Now let's continue our class name. So we can write it like this, and padding will be 2, border of 1 pixels, border neutral of 200, and rounded full, absolute top 12, minus right 4, and bg white. Okay, and after that we can use this is comment open. So if this is true, then we are not going to do anything, otherwise we are going to hide this. Okay, hidden. And inside that we can add an icon, that would be x icon. So this will be x, and give this a size value to be 14. Okay, now let's save, and okay, so here it is. Okay, now we have added this icon. Now we want a line just like we have over here. Okay, this line. So let's go here, and now we can add that. Here add one more div, give this a class name, and write it like this. If his comment is open, then we are going to max w screen lg, otherwise w full and mx auto. So let's go above, and here we are now going to use that boolean is comment open. If this is true, then we are going to have px10 and border right of 1 pixels. Okay, otherwise mx auto. And now we are going to actually remove this, and yeah, that's it. So what this will do is actually when we open the comment, this will remove this mx auto. Okay, so let's remove this. So this will remove this mx auto, and that will what do, that will make this whole part to be left aligned, and then we will have a space to show our comment component. Now let's save. As you can see, this is how it is going to look like. So now we are going to have a space over here to show our comments, and all the content is now on the left side. Now if I close this, this happens. Okay, now this is taking whole width. Okay, and if you want to, then you can actually make this 3 by 4 so that we can have some more width over here and some less width over here. So I think this is much better. Yeah, much better. Okay, so now we can work on this comment part, and this is overflowing over this area. So what we can do here, we can go to the main content and use this width. So in that way, this is not going to take any width more than that we are providing. So now this will look like this, much better. So now with that done, now we are going to start working on this comment section. So let's go to the comment component. So here let's first import our store here. So we can write const use comment store, and from here we are going to have is comment open and on open comment and on close comment. And after that, let's start writing our JSX. So inside this div, first give this div a class name. Okay, so if is on comment is open, the width will be 1/4. Okay, and otherwise width will be 0, and hidden. Okay, after that empty 10, px 10, and overflow y scroll. Okay, and inside this div add one more div, give this a class name. Okay, flex item center and justify between. And now inside this add one more div, give this class name as well, and this will have flex item center and space x3. Now inside this we are going to have a button. So this button will be same as we have in the main view. So I'm just going to copy this from here, this whole button, and paste it over here. Now I'm going to change some things. First, this will not be a message circle, this will be heart, and we can remove this. Similarly, we can duplicate this 2 more times, and this will be bookmark, and this will be upload. Now let's save, and we should see something like this. Okay, now after this, outside this div add one more div, give this a class name, and inside that add a button. So we can copy that button from here, and this will be info. Okay, so now this will look something like this. Now after this, below this div add one more div, give this a class name of my5 mt10 and border b. Okay, and here we are going to check for the session. So if the user is logged in, then we are going to show an input box, otherwise we are going to show us some image. Okay, so we can import first session, not session, use session from Next.js, and from that we are going to get the session. So session is equals to use session, and then I can check over here after that. So session dot data, if I have that, then we are going to show an input tag. So let's add a div for now, otherwise we are going to show an image. So add a div, give this a class name of flex call item center justify center, and then inside this we are going to add the image tag. src will be sign up dot png, and add the class name. Width will be 130 pixels, so 130 pixels, and that's it. After that add h1 tag, gives a class name of text center font semi-bold text excel mt2, and then here I can add join the discussion. Similarly, we can add a p tag and a button so that user can go to the sign up page, and here instead of that we can add link here and add a href that will point to the sign up page. Okay, so slash, I think not sign up, I think it is register. Yeah, so this is registered, but I am already signed in, so I'm not getting redirected to the register page. So this is registered, we should have, yeah, this is the register. So user can go to the register page and then sign up. And now let's start working on this if the user is already signed in. So first give this a class name of mb10, and inside that add one module, give this a class name of border b, border neutral of not neutral, and border neutral of 600 and empty2. Now after that, inside this we can add an input tag. Type will be text, and give this a class name of wfull, outline none, border none, placeholder text sm. Then we can add a placeholder here that would say give feedback to the data.title. So let's add the data.title here. So in the props we are going to get data. Okay, let's add the props. Here I'm going to get the data, and this will be type of short data type. So let's go to the main view. I'm going to pass the data here, and that would be where that is, that would be our short data. So I can pass that over here, short data, and then I can get here. Let's check the type. So the type is this. Okay, I think I have somewhere added that type. Let's go here. This is the type. Okay, so we can export this and then import that here. Import short data type, short data type from heading, and then I can add it over here. And this can be undefined, so I can add undefined as well. Okay, now we should not have any errors, and now I can go below, and here I can add data.title. So now let's save and go back here, and we are going to see something like this. Give feedback to text testing. Okay, now let's continue adding. So after that, below this div add a button. Okay, and on clicking this we are going to add a short. I'm going to make that function later, but give this a class name first of place item and okay, px4 py2 bg pink 600 rounded full text white and my2 mt4 and text sm. And then here I can write add. Okay, that's it. Yeah, this is the button, and now below that we are going to render our comments. But before that, let's add our functions so that we can add our comment to this short, and after that we're going to render those shorts. Okay, so now let's make our functions here. So go to the actions and make one more file, that would be comment.ts, and here we can first import these two things and also import auth from auth. After that we can export const. After that we can make the function to add a comment. So export const add comment, and this will be asynchronous. This will take the short id, or you can say upload id, both are same. I'm going to call this short id string, and then we are going to get the content here. Now after that we are going to get our session from auth. So session is equals to await auth, and then we are going to check if we have the user or not. So if we do not have session dot user, then we are going to return an error saying user not authenticated. And if we do not have upload id, sorry, short id, or the content dot trim we can use here. So if we do not have any of these two, we can just return error invalid input. Now after that let's get our short. So we can write const short is equals to await prisma dot upload dot find unique, and add the where condition where id will be short id. After we get the short, after this we are going to check if we have short or not. So we can write something like this, and finally we can comment on this short. So we can use try and catch. Inside this we can write const comment is equals to await prisma dot. So we do not have that table yet, so let's go to the schema, and here I'm going to make the model for comment. It will have an id of type string, then we are going to have a content which will be a type of string, and then user id which will be type of string, and then upload id which will be type of string, and created at our type will be date now, and default value will be now. Okay, and then we are going to use our relations. So this will be for the user and this will be for the upload. Now let's go above and add those relations to user and upload. So here we can have comments, and this will be comment array. We can now just copy this and paste it over here, and yeah. Now after that let's push this to the database. So we can write npx. Let's go to the directory first, and then write npx prisma db push. Okay, so now this is done. We can go back to the comment.ts, and now I can access my table. So we can write comment dot create, and then we can add the content. So data, pass the content, user id which will be session.user.id, and then upload id which will be short id, not session, short id. And this is saying that the user can be undefined. So we can check that over here, that session dot user dot id. If this is not available, then we are going to do this, and now we do not have that error, and that's it. Now in the catch we can console our error. So we can write console dot error, and here we can add error adding comment, and also pass the error, and also we can return an error here that's saying error adding, not like this, error adding comment. Okay, so this will be for adding comment. Now we are going to add one more function to get all the comments on a particular short. So we can write export const get all comment by short, and this will be asynchronous. This will take the short ID as a type of string, and first we are going to check if we have the short ID or not. We do not have this content, so I can remove this, and then I can use try and catch here to get all the comments. So write const comments is equals to await prisma dot comments dot find many, where the upload ID will be short ID. Okay, and lastly we can just return the success true and the comments. Now apart from this comment, I'm also going to include the user data, so I can include the user as well to true. Okay, since we are going to show the user data on the comments, so I'm going to include that also. Now after that we can just console the errors. So console dot error, and it will say error retrieving the comments, and then pass the error, and then also return an error saying the same thing. Okay, so now with this done, we can close this, go back to our comments, and now let's go above. First I'm going to make two state here. First to store the input value, and second to store all the comments. So we can write const comment input set comment input, and this will be equals to use state, type will be string, and initial value will be undefined. After that, let's make one more state to store all the comments. So comments, not comments, I want to get all comments, set all comments, use state. Now the type will be extended comment type, so I'm going to make that type over here. So interface extended comments, it will extend the comments from Prisma client, and this will have user as well. So user from Prisma client or null. So now we can add that over here, extended comments, and then this will be an array, and initial value will be undefined. Now with this done, we are going to use that query here. So go to the headings, and we can copy this to comment, and after that we can use this to get all comments. Okay, so let's first import use mutation. Query key will be add comment, and here we can change this to session dot data dot user dot id, and copy this and paste over here. Let's remove this, and this will be add comment, and this will take short id, which will be data dot id, and then we are going to have the user id. Now we can also check for the id over here, so data dot id, and now we should not have any errors. And this is saying that the id cannot be undefined, so we can add one more condition here, that data dot id should be present. Okay, so this will be for adding the comment. We can also change this to comment mutation. Now let's change this as well to get all the comments. This will be comment mutation, and this will be data, and now we can just remove this. Let's go to the heading.tsx. We have to do something like this, so I'm going to copy this and paste over here. So what this need, first I'm going to get return await get all comment by short. Now this will require the short id, so we need the short id here. So I can add the if condition, if short not short. Here we have data, so data dot id. If this is present, then I can pass that over here. Then I can get the response, so that const response is equals to await, and we can copy and paste here and write short, so data dot id. Let's remove this, and we can return our response later. Return response, and this is giving me this error success or comments, so we are going to use that. After that, else we can just return a null value. So now what we are going to get, we are going to get data or null or defined. We can use undefined here to reduce this, so that we only get data or undefined here. Okay, now I can just remove this. This will be all comments, and also this will be comment data, all comment data. And I think I do not need this. Okay, so we are going to remove this, and yeah. Okay, now after this, let's write the function to add a comment. So let's go to the heading and let's get this function and paste over here. This will be add comment, and let's import the use router. Import use router from next navigation. Const router is equals to use router, and then we can also import the hook for closing short. So let's go here and copy this and paste here. Import this, yeah, and this will be the comment mutation. So comment mutation. Okay, so yeah, this will be all for this function. Let's go below and add this function over here. So on clicking this, on click, we are going to add the comment, and let's add on change here. This will set the value, so set comment input and a.target.value. And after this we can add one more thing, so let's write it like this, and we can use the comment mutation dot is pending. If this is true, then we are going to make cursor pointer not pointer event none, otherwise we are going to do nothing. So now let's save and let's see if this is working or not. So I'm going to refresh the page, open this and open this as well. We can write amazing post. Okay, so let's go here, and we have a problem comments. Let's close the server, restart it again, refresh it again. Now open this as well. We can write amazing post. Okay, so I think this went through. Let's go to the neon and then refresh it, and we have comment table, and this is the comment that we have done, and this is the content. I think we made a mistake in our function, so let's go here, and in the content we should be passing something. Let's go above. So okay, so I made a mistake. This should be comment input, and we can remove this, and this will be the comment input. Now I can go back again here. I can remove this and write hello, and refresh it, and now we are getting the correct comment. Now I'm going to add one more thing here. I'm going to add a loader. So we can go back to the heading. We have a loader, something like this. So I'm going to copy this, go to the comments and add it over here. Okay, this will be comment mutation and we can import this. Okay, I think I can add one more class here, flex item center and space x2, and also add the opacity to be 50%, and also let's make this the comment input empty after we are done with our mutation. So we can add undefined here because we are not passing something to this mutation. After this we can use on success and this will be a function. So inside that we are going to make the set comment input to be empty string. Now let's save and go back to our browser, and great. Okay, let's add, and now we should have something over here. As you can see, great. I am not seeing the loader over here. Let's go here and let's make this. Okay, so this should be white. Let's add 1 2 3 or maybe subscribe. Okay, much better. And now we have subscribe. So that is working, and I'm going to make this a little bit bigger, maybe W3 and S3. Now with this done, I think everything is working. I can remove this. With this done, we are going to now render our comments here. So outside this div, now I'm going to render our comments. So we are going to have all comments data. If we have that, then we are going to map over that all comment data dot comments dot map, and let's write dot comments, and this should also be success. So we can add one more thing, all comment data dot success. Okay, now I can map over that comment. Okay, const now is equals to new date date dot get time. After that I can write it like this, so that I will get my time in seconds, in minutes, in hours, or maybe in days, based on when this comment has been added. Okay, so this is how I'm going to get the time. You can copy this code from my GitHub. This is just a simple manipulation. After this, let's add an index over here. So let's add a key here, which will be comment dot id. Inside this, add one more div, give this a class name of flex item center space x2, and add an image over here from next image. From next image, the source value will be comment dot user dot image. If we do not have this, then we are going to use author1.jpg. okay, this is just a static file. Okay, width will be 32, height will be 32, and alt value will be comment dot user dot name, otherwise an empty string. And also give this a class name of rounded full. Then we can add a p tag, give this a class name of font medium, and here we can add the name of the user. So comment dot user dot name. After that, below this div, add a p tag, give this a class name of text, small, PL10, font light, and minus empty1. And then inside this we are going to add the comments content. So comment dot content. And lastly we are going to add the formatted time. So add one more beta, give this a class name of PL10 text extra small, and then here we can add time echo. Now we can save this and go back to our browser. And now these are the comments. Let's give this some margin, so space y, maybe 3, not here, I think not space y, like we can write this class name py2, much better. And also let's make the name a little bit smaller, so we can add text. And now this is looking good. Okay, you can actually do some more changes here to make the UI a little bit better, but this is what I'm going to keep. And one more thing, let's add new comment. So after adding the comment, we should get our comment immediately over here. So we can write a new comment. Yeah, this is the new comment, and I'm going to reverse the order because new comment should be here, not at the last. So we can go to the comments, and here I can add order by created at decreasing order. So yeah, new comment 23 seconds ago. And yeah, with this we are done with our comment section. Now in the next video we are going to work on this collection, and also we are going to work on these buttons. So we can also like this post from here and from here as well, and also for the collection. And we are going to do some more changes here. Okay, so now with this done, let's do one more thing. We are going to show how many comments do we have over here. So let's get this query from here and go back to the main view. We can add that over here. Let's change this to number comment, and we can remove this, and this will be short data.id. We can import this function, and this will be short data.id. Now we can just go below, and over here we can add a give this a class name. First let's add our all data comment data dot comments dot length. Okay, and give this a class name of absolute absolute top 1, and we have to make this relative. Okay, so top 1, maybe right 1. Give this a border of 1 pixels and rounded full and padding 1. Let's see what we have over here. So this is number 5. I'm going to add w to be 1, not 1 2, and h to be 2, and we already have rounded full, so we do not have to do anything. And also let's make this text extra small. Yeah, so this is coming out of this circle, so we can make this a little bit bigger, and we can remove this padding, I think. Okay, let's make this w4 and h4. Okay, yeah, and we are going to change the position. This will be right 1, I think is correct, but top 0. I think we can make this in minus, so let's go with the minus top 2. I think this position is good, and let's make this right 0. Yeah, And now I'm going to make bg pink 500 and text white, maybe bg 600, and I'm going to actually remove this border. I do not want that. Much better. Yeah. Now one more thing I want to add here, that would be short data.id in the query key, so that whenever this changes we are going to fetch new number. Now we can save this and close this. Now we are going to have 0 number here and 5 for this. So okay, it is working. So yeah, with this we are done with our this comment part, and now in the next video we are going to start working on the collection